Hey, Diana here of Daring to Share Global. Just finishing up my week of writing, going through step 3 of the worksheet of the masterclass, workbook, and super excited that I had a very productive week of writing, along with all the other work that I'm doing. So, working with other authors on their memoirs, and also promoting the master class, the whole series with the workbook and journal and the whole package, and that's going super well. So I wanted to check in and share my Friday awakenings. Even though today is Saturday, I am a day late, but better late than never. This week, the worksheet was all about the inner purpose feeling, and that is something that I created and have been super excited about because of its efficacy in guiding my clients through leading and living their life in line with their authentic self, and in the context of the masterclass, writing authentically in line with their authentic self. So that's really exciting that it's working and that people are responding really well to it. I used my inner purpose feeling of connection this week through my writing and really made it top of mind while I was writing. And it was brilliantly supportive because I was writing about a particularly difficult piece, which had a lot to do with connection and the opposite of connection, which was disconnection. So disconnection has been something that I have felt throughout my life, and thankfully now really work towards feeling fully connected in all areas of my life, with the people in my life, with others, with the universe, with myself, but with myself in particular. So feeling really connected to myself, and that of course is what happens with this self-discovery work and becoming very self-aware and understanding one's inner self very clearly, so that we can decisively move forward as our true self, and of course within our writing. So the challenge that I had this week was that I was writing about parts of my childhood where I felt really disconnected. And it was very difficult to write about that because at the time, I, of course, couldn't, being a young child, even before the age of, or around the age of 5, couldn't really, didn't have the clarity that what I was feeling, the discomfort that I was feeling, and in particular the suffering, was because I was feeling disconnected. And in particular disconnected to others, I guess at that time. I was pretty much connected to myself as a young child, because that's really a natural thing to be when you're very, super young, is that you have that presence and that connection with yourself, with your soul, with your essence. So, so the feeling of disconnection was really that I felt like I didn't belong within the, the societal conformity, I guess, that surrounded me, even within my home and outside of my home. So within my family and outside amongst my friends and peers, and in particular when I went to school. So for me to be sharing that now, I have sort of a different lens as an adult and somebody who has discovered what connection truly means to me and how I want to show up within connection and using it as a guidepost in my life. And then in my writing. So I wanted to be able to connect to my writing in a way that really honored that little girl who felt disconnected and didn't belong. And that was my challenge, was to find a way to do that while honoring her without the guidelines of an adult who was fully aware, if that makes any sense. I hope so. So my victory was that I actually did it. And once I got into a flow, I wrote like 7,000 words about this whole topic. Not the inner purpose feeling was not the topic, but the inner purpose feeling supported me to write about the topic of feeling disconnected and feeling somewhat other than belonging within the world, really. So that was kind of part of my trauma as a child, was and that really was the disconnection, and that really followed me through my life and was the main thing that I needed to process and work through. That bang was my dog coming in, Lucy, my co-producer. Yeah, so I feel like I did a really good job moving through that, and I'm super excited that I finished another chapter, and that it feels very whole. And yeah, and I wrote it the way, you know, in a really integral way. So that's a great thing. So if you're working through the workbook, I hope that that was helpful, and that it provides a bit more context around the inner purpose feeling and how it can really help you to write authentically and with ease, you know, and to feel fully connected. I'll use my inner purpose feeling of connection, and to feel really fully connected to your writing, and to how and why you are writing what you are. And I wish you a beautiful weekend and another wonderful week of writing. And I will see you next Friday with more awakenings. Yeah, take good care. Bye for now.